It should be you. Boom, boom. Desktop audio capture properties. It should be you. Boom, boom. Go ahead. Let's sound check it.
I think it's cooking.
I think it's cooking now.
We are cooking motherfuckers.
And we're back for the Sons of Trier. I'm your host, Maoist Cenk Uygur. Oh, shit. Yeah, no. We're back. We're live. We're going. We're gaming. It's April. Everyone's like, what's the joke? Nothing, because it's 4-4. There's no joke here. We really are just the most patriotic. We might be the most patriotic nationalist socialists there ever were. That's what's happening right now. If we're going full patriotism, it's kind of like autism, but with patriots.
It's the tism.
Glory,
Patriotism.
glory, what a hell of a way to die.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about some things that are really important to the workers of the world. The first is trans people are real, we're told, by the woke left. However, our friends at Poly Market Studios and MGM Studios say that might not be the case.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, our friends at Poly Market and MGM.
Well, first of all,
Our good friend Maoist Peter Thiel says that they might not be real.
Oh, well, if Peter Thiel says it, I mean,
It did. He's kind of an
I
expert in
suppose
everything.
one must give that its due deference.
Peter Thiel. We're just going to look up Peter Thiel real quick.
Well-
He's the former CEO of PayPal, and he's one handsome guy with his gigantic ears and his soulless, murderous stare that just melts hearts. Watch out, fellas. He's coming for you.
Yeah, because he's at least not like a lady fiddler, right?
Oh, he's not a lady killer. Oh no, he's for the fellas. Strong enough for a made strong enough for a woman, but made for a man. Peter
Take
Thiel.
that, DEI.
Yeah, he's not woke, and his cock certainly isn't broke. And he says that trans people might not be a thing. You know, this was a little surprising, but you know, Pete knows
Was
what
it
he's
though?
talking about.
Was it surprising? Was it?
Was it surprising? No, it wasn't surprising. I mean, why would I be surprised by that, though, Peter? I mean, I guess
Well,
in a
you said
certain
it
sense.
might be a little surprising, and I'm like, well,
I mean, Peter, you know, Peter's a surprising guy. He's a smart guy. He's really, again, he's very sexually attractive. He's smart. And he's gay in a not like
Wait,
gay way.
is he sexually attractive? Because I thought he looked like a fucking like pasty, sweaty vampire. Or
Like
am I thinking of the wrong guy?
The most handsome, pasty, sweaty vampire he could look like. So handsome in his pasty, sweaty vampire status. And he says that trans people might not be real. So, you know, we are the home of Maoism. We are the home of communism. And we think that maybe we're just going to have to abandon the trans people for a little while. Just for a little bit, as the most patriotic national socialists that there are, we might have to abandon them for a little bit.
Well, Cenk, you know, I went to the bathroom the other day, and there was a trans woman in there.
Yeah.
And she was trying, you know, I swear that she was trying to get me to not say that I was a woman anymore.
Oh, so was she calling you a birthing person?
She was, and I was very upset by that.
It's weird that she walked into your bathroom to call you a birthing person. That's like a really believable story. It's just weird that they would do that.
Well, it was the bathroom at Walmart, but you know, my white privilege tells me that every bathroom is my bathroom. So
Okay, now that sounds more reasonable. I'm inclined again. My friend and good Maoist Peter Thiel tells me, as he's cutting me $500,000 checks. Also, make sure to go to patreon.com/Sons of Tree Air and make sure to sign up for a membership on YouTube on top of the Patreon, which comes in $2, $10, $25, and $500 tiers. And make sure to go to youtube.com and sign up for a $10 membership there. And don't forget to chime in with a super chat tonight. And the higher the donation, the higher up we'll read it. And anyway, Peter was telling me that all those bathrooms belong to biological women. And when I asked him what a biological woman was, he told me to shut the fuck up and take my money and just repeat what he said. So I was pretty convinced by that. I was
And I-
pretty
No
convinced.
argument.
I also know that they exist because they're currently, invading women's sports.
Definitely. Definitely invading women's sports. Poor Riley Gaines was denied a clear 5th place finish because of trans women. So we're going to try to pretend now like she didn't lose out.
Well, and it's not, we're not going to point out that trans woman didn't win, by the
Right.
way. It's not like that trans woman took first place.
Right. Yeah, but it's the fact is that Riley couldn't have 5th place. She had to be tied with a man
Yes.
5th. Okay, we're doing good. The viewers are almost entirely gone. This bit is working perfectly. What I kind of love is that this, okay, you know what? Fuck it. We did 10 minutes of this. I can't really, how badly do you guys want to do this anymore?
I wasn't doing anything. I was just basically sitting here and listening and occasionally nodding my head. But
Yeah. The idea of like Peter Thiel giving his money. Yeah, I can't. Okay, if we get more viewers, if we get one more viewer again, we'll go back into the bit. But otherwise, like,
I was gonna say, because like I don't really want to. Not for nothing. I don't want to think about weird, like underground vampire looking Peter Thiel. Like I don't. Most days I forget that motherfucker even exists, and I like those days.
that was a pretty
Yeah,
good
me
day.
too. I concur. I concur. And also any day that I don't have to hear about how somebody met somebody in a trans bathroom for, I mean, is a good day too. Because goddamn,
Yeah,
I'm tired of that shit too.
a trans
But,
bathroom.
like
Trans bathroom. Yes, my bad.
We're going into a trans bathroom, playing around in there. They're gonna hang out and just be like,
I'm gonna
"Dude."
trans all the goddamn bathrooms. That's my new thing this year. That's my goal.
It would be
Is I'm
really.
gonna trans every single fucking bathroom.
It would be
Fuck
really
it.
funny if there was like somebody who was like, I can make these bathrooms trans friendly. So they took the urinals and turned them into toilets, like in this convoluted
Yeah.
scheme. And they're like, no, see the toilet transition too. It's like that's not how this works. That's not. You didn't need to do that. That's very excessive. Or like somebody who's like, oh man, like I know, and like I understand it's not how it works. But it's just, I have this guy who's like, the guy who's like. Yeah, the guy who's like, okay, they didn't do it. And he's like, so you're telling me there are guys out there, they're transitioning. He's like putting in air quotes, transitioning into women. Yeah, and then part of that is they get genital reassignment surgery. That's not exactly what it's called, but yeah, that's basically it. But they turn their dick into a pussy. Again, like you're not understanding the mechanics, sir. But yes, you're loosely correct. He's like, so they're throwing away perfectly
not
good
everybody
penises.
does that.
What's that?
I said, not everybody does that.
Well, no, but I like the
Yeah.
idea of him being like, they're throwing away perfectly good penises. So he's like going down to the hospital where they're doing the gender reassignment surgery, and he's like, where do you throw away the dicks? Because he's like trying to get them to taxidermy them, and he's like, because he wants to taxidermy them for sex. He's like, I don't care
Wait.
about anything else. So it's like he's like they're throwing them away, and like I think that's really
Wait.
funny, and I understand completely. Again, that's not how it works, but
Right. Oh, well, I was just thinking about your dude, but like you were setting up the bit. And so here's the thing. I think he should make friends with an intactivist.
yeah, that'd be pretty
One of
good.
those guys who's like trying to find a way to memorialize every foreskin.
Okay.
And they should also have a friend that's one of those wants to have state legislature that like you have to have an actual factual funeral for a miscarriage. Because otherwise it's like abuse of a corpse, and so you have to pay for the death certificate. You have to name your miscarriage so that it can have a death certificate.
Okay, I kind of like the first guy then, being
Well,
like,
no, but they eventually run into each other. Like this is who each other's friends are. Because they're
Yeah.
all committed to mourning things that
no.
like weren't alive.
The first guy, I kind of like the idea of the first guy being like, I want to scavenge it, but not because for sex, but it's a little bit different, right? So he's like, I want to scavenge it because he's trying to regrow his foreskin, and he's like, what if I just get a graft? So he's like trying to find the thrown away penises in his mind so he can graft them onto his own dick so
Oh,
he can
yeah,
Frankenstein his penis
because
together.
you're
Oh, shit.
throwing away a perfectly good intact penis.
Yeah.
He has to track non-Jewish, preferably born outside of the US people who are getting their who are
Getting tranced.
who are getting trans. Oh my god, isn't this Amelia Perez? Like
Almost.
what are
It's
we
almost.
doing here?
No, okay. So like, all right. So this guy's thing is like he like collects it because he's trying to make like the perfect penis. He's trying to fix his foreskin and make the perfect penis. But he keeps like going. He keeps finding cadavers and shit. Is like where he really gets his skin from. Because he can't find these formerly living dicks, so he has to keep going to like find medical cadavers that end up getting just like arbitrarily wasted. And he's like cobbling the foreskins together and the penis skin together into like this giant like bat-like architecture because he's trying to have he's trying to enhance his dong, but instead he's just turned himself into like Tusk. His penis is just like the Tusk monster.
So I just thought of the funniest shit where instead of, like in fuck, Silence of the Lambs, where it's supposed to be the trans person that has the person in the hole,
Yeah.
right? Okay, it's that guy that has the person in the hole.
Buffalo Bill.
And
he's like, rub the
James
lotion on your
Bond.
skin, and ours gets the hose again.
Put the lotion on the fucking foreskin. Put the lotion
Or
on
else
the
it gets the
fucking
hose
foreskin.
again.
Put the lotion on the fucking foreskin. Put the lotion on the fucking foreskin. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's great though. Like that's the thing. Like yeah, that's where he eventually goes to because he's like, I have to have it. I have to have it some way. I'm sorry. I feel really guilty, but I have to have it some way. And he's like, put the lotion on the fucking foreskin. Yeah. Would you tug me? That took me hard.
Would you? Oh my god, yes! Fuck!
Would you tug me? That took me hard. But instead of goodbye horses, it's I touch myself in the divinals he's dancing to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so goddamn dead right now, dude.
Listen. I have been. I'm sure it's been obvious, but I have been on a downswing and I'm trying to go back on an upswing. And part of that is going to be partying.
You're doing admirably, sir.
You get if you can't see it, but I am saluting right now. Thank
Fucking
you, Slur.
dead.
Thank
great.
you, Slur. May I have another?
Ha!
That's pretty good, right? Yeah, see, he's doing it. Oh, the Dan's on an upside. The Dan, you got to put a lot of stock in this Dan guy. Wasn't a lot before, but right now, this Dan fella, but get your stocks in him.
You're on an upswing, Dan.
He's doing better than
Damn
your
boy.
stock.
You reminded me of what MJP tells me. Sometimes he's like, "You're one of the good ones."
Thank you. I assume by that you mean Jews, which would be correct. I am one of the good
Sure.
Jews. Well, why would we get out of the racism? Like that's what we're here for, right?
Exactly.
Can I tell you something too?
But
Like
bread and butter.
I told the new guy in the chat, right? I told the new guy in the chat this. I was like, I started playing Proxy Magic the Gathering precisely because a bunch of Austrians from Card Market were like, proxying's bad. I'm like, oh yeah, last time everybody listened to a bunch of Austrians about an opinion about a group of things, things got real bad for us. 6 million down. Gonna listen to you, I bet.
Shit got
Okay.
real fucking quick.
It got real fast for my people. So, okay, pal. Don't proxy card. You're right. You got me. Where are you
Yeah,
from? Vienna, huh?
So now let's figure out which cards count as like real cards and which ones are like defective or undesirable.
Yeah, we have to look for the defective and undesirable cards. Things that Germans are very good at. A German can always find the defective and undesirable elements of any kind of population, can't they?
they can always tell the proxy from the real.
They always can. Isn't that weird? They're real cardboard purists, if you're catching my drift. Little cardboard purity for the whole family. Fun for the whole family. It's like the Ku Klux Goose. It's a goose in a Klan outfit. If you didn't catch the bit, that's not mine. I wish that was mine. It's not mine. That's the Mighty Boosh.
Hitler.
Yeah, it's like honking, Heil Hitler, and it's like, oh, well, look, Ian Miles Chong showed up to chat, and it's like, no, I'm the Ku Klux Goose. And you're like, I literally cannot tell you two apart. You sound exactly the same.
Corporate ass can tell the difference between these two pictures.
They're the same picture. They're the same picture. Ku Klux Goose. That's a good one. Man, I wish that was ours. Goddamn Mighty Boosh. They came up with that one. But it's really good though, right? Like that's really fucking funny. Like I don't care. I'm keeping it. I'm gonna start putting. I'm gonna literally take a picture of the Ku Klux Goose and I'll take a picture of Ian Miles Chong, and we're gonna do the corporate once you find the difference between these two pictures.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, we're gonna
do it.
It's the same picture.
Do it and post it.
It's coming.
Post it on the shitter.
It will be posted. Don't you worry. I will post it. It's or GTFO. I will post the teats.
The teats or the deets?
Do you ever think about the fact that we have a mountain range whose name is Big Titty? And we don't ever talk about it.
Well, you're not supposed to like hyper focus on them. That's why.
you're when you talk to them, you're supposed to actually look at their face.
Yeah, you're supposed to look at their faces. So like that's why we kind of look at the surrounding towns instead.
How wild is that?
What's the deal with the Big Titty Mountains? They're massive. But if you try to fondle them, people get mad at you.
But we just call them that, and people, it's like, oh yeah, the Big Titty Mountain. Like, what?
The Big Titty Mountain. It's like having a teenager you're not supposed to molest. I don't know what to do.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Molesting teenagers.
Well, I'm Jerry Seinfeld. This is what I do. I molest teens. You got a little bit of a cough there. I don't like it. I'm your own.
No, sir. I didn't like it.
No, sir. Don't like it. I'm your own.
If you're hearing me cough, it's completely self-induced.
Okay. It's from the weed, man.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Your own personal Jeebus. Someone to hear your prayers. Someone who cares.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not Jeebus. I will fucking deceive you. I'll make you a believer. Reach out and touch my ass.
We're
No, I'm
also
looking at
healthy.
what?
I
Touching
said
my
I'm
ass.
glad we're also healthy.
Yeah. I'm just touching my ass. I just got my finger on my ass.
Well, America is so great with healthcare that we've all been able to get the best healthcare since we were born.
Well, here at the Poly Market Gay Sex Studios from the Poly Market, I can't even go with this one. Never mind. I fucking tap out. Somebody else start the bid. I can't even.
Wait, never mind.
I had something, man, and I was just like, "What are you gonna do? Where are you going with this, huh, big brain? Where'd you walked you shot your shot too fast. You were supposed to build up to the gay sex joke, and you just ran right to it."
There is measles, a case of measles down here.
A measly case of measles? Say it ain't so.
One measly case of measles, and we're supposed to freak out. The kid will get better on its own, man.
Right?
Right?
Speaking of pipelines,
A
that's a
healthy
goddamn
child's
pipeline too.
immune
The
system.
crunchy alt-right pipeline.
Yeah.
Whew. Sorry, Juniper, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. I'm just saying, like, there are those who would say to you, like, this would help my child's immune. Why would I want to disrupt the beautiful immunity that my child could gain from contracting a deadly fucking disease?
Yeah, well,
Why would you want to deprive them?
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with dying a horrible death.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, there is that. But
That sounds based. I can make my
What?
kid die
Somebody.
a horrible death.
Wait. This reminds me of a bad take. There's that. Person, whatever, on Twitter that is medical bad takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had one recently that kind of does with measles, and I'll pull it up. Here we go. Don't do the shots, says parents of West Texas child who died of measles. She is better off where she is now versus all the negativity and all the stuff going on.
Who was the source of the negativity?
A little evangelical to me, but
Who was the source of the
What?
negativity? So I just want to know by whom would be giving that child a negative situation to endure. By the way, hello. Who is the source of the negativity? I agree. That child is probably better off based on the fact that they won't have to endure the quote unquote negativity. Counterpoint, where did it come from?
Well, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Like, the best lesson that the child could have learned is that learning how to endure suffering is what God wants of us. And all these people flapping and squawking about how, oh, you should have gotten vaccinated. Well, she wouldn't have had the opportunity to suffer like our Lord Jesus Christ suffered. Who were her parents to deny her that opportunity? Makes you think.
It'll make you think a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot, but somewhat. And like furthermore, had she not died, she'd be alive.
Right?
That's
These
something we
fuckers,
really.
they're just constantly missing the point.
They're missing the point. That child would be alive if it wasn't dead. So.
Well, and we can't also deny the fact that, clearly that child's genetics were fucked. And that's why it died. So, I mean, we're just saving future generations of being fucked up. Because.
It's not that the child's immune system was defective. It's that
The child's race was defective.
No, it was white.
I was gonna go
that,
with
well,
the child.
yeah, never mind.
The child would have been perfectly fine if all those vaxxed people hadn't been shedding.
Oh, right.
The vaccine shedding thing is like a really funny phrase to me because like if that worked like that would just be a boon to those people who don't have vaccines.
Right?
But also like survival of the fittest, you know? Like
the good shit just rubs off on other people.
Yeah. And then like they still have the balls to be like, how fucking dare you? You gave me free good stuff. You bastard. I'm sorry, we made sure you live to see tomorrow.
You made my phone work everywhere. Damn you.
Sons of bitches. That's the shit. Like,
Boggles the mind.
That is real shit, though. They really bitch like that. They do be like that.
I mean, I'm super glad that I got the jab, so I got the 5G because when I'm out camping, I get to listen to Cardi B.
That's what I was saying. Like you're giving other people the good. And some fuckers are apparently mad about it. Like, what kind of sense does that make?
Yeah, imagine you getting free shit and being pissed off about getting free shit. Like, that's just bitchy.
I mean, we all know motherfuckers don't like the wet ass pussy anyways. So
that's true.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're Ben Shapiro, you think that means there's something wrong.
Well, and I mean, oh my god, dude. Even to have him say that his wife said that shit is hilarious. Because I late you 9 to 1. I bet she never actually said that shit.
Well, yeah, and he didn't realize what that would imply.
About his dick game.
Right.
But like he was like, yeah, my wife's a doctor, and she says that shouldn't happen. I'm like, yeah, that's not. I doubt.
Your wife is being very nice to you right now, Ben. She's being really nice, and you really owe her. I don't think you realize just how nice she's being right now. I hate it. It feels terrible to be sexually aroused. Oh, okay. All right, Ben's wife.
Honestly, she's probably just as fucking red-pilled as that motherfucker. She probably believes, even though she is a doctor, that pussies aren't supposed to be wet.
She's probably a terrible person also. She married him.
It's true, and not only that, like...
Yeah. Well, he's gonna need oversight.
Yo.
Is he gonna need oversight?
Yeah, all the oversight. Like
does
a
he
committee.
need to spawn more overlords?
No, that's not what oversight means at all.
Remixed.
This is echoing. Is that me?
It is you, bro, because none of us have echoed until you came in.
That's pretty powerful.
Nope, it's not me. It's happening regardless.
Juniper.
What are we talking about?
You're causing a mute somehow. Or a loop. That duplication. How close were you to your TV?
Blame it on the alcohol.
Blame it on the
it stopped.
asshole.
It stopped.
Sorry. Did I interrupt anything important?
No, not at all.
Are you guys discussing anything of importance?
We were talking about how big of a piece of shit Ben Shapiro's wife was. That's literally it.
Oh, Ben Shapiro's wife? Yeah, she's terrible.
Yeah, why? What's up?
She's got trains. No, I was just wondering what you guys were up to because I was gonna say, hey guys, how you doing?
You popping in? You just popping in for a quickie?
Yeah, I mean it could be a little longer, but
I don't want to get into a bunch of labels, man.
yeah, you last until you last.
Fair enough. Fair
Some
enough,
days
fair
are better than others.
How are you guys navigating this dystopia? I am spending time with family because, yeah.
Well, what's going on with your family?
We had a bunch of deaths
Jesus.
a while back. Yeah, it got messy. It's messy.
Just a tad bit,
Um,
huh?
I'm really
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah,
it
I'm
is what it
sorry.
is.
That's a tidbit brutal.
That it is. That it is.
Yeah. Yes. It is. Yeah.
And then they didn't. And then I don't know. The dystopia doesn't slow. It doesn't stop.
No. It unfortunately does not care.
So it's like everybody. It's they want you to continue going at the same pace, and you're just like, oh yeah, grief.
Sure. Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, but I'm truly I'm doing good. I'm all right. I'm good.
All right,
I'm
man.
doing all right.
I'm glad to hear that by comparison. I feel bad for you there.
Yeah, yeah. It just sucks because yeah, you just start thinking like, wow, they're really gone. I'm not gonna see them again like ever.
Yeah. It's very.
Anyway,
It's painful. Yeah.
yeah,
You know.
take no prisoner.
That's how I felt about Hunter S.
Anyway,
Thompson dying. Yeah.
oh I know. He's a freak in the best way possible.
He was a freak in the best way possible. He used to freak a leak.
Yeah,
Who?
crazy.
Hunter S. Thompson.
I love Hunter S. Thompson. I
He's
know I
so good.
probably shouldn't admit that, but yeah, like
Wait, why
I
shouldn't
fucking
you
love
admit
him.
that?
Why not? He's the man.
Cause he is fucking crazy, dude.
That's
Okay.
the fun.
And
I mean,
I fail to see the problem here.
I feel like he's a more honest expression of the human condition.
yeah, well, I think my biggest problem with Hunter S. Thompson is that isn't necessarily Hunter S. Thompson himself, but the cult following that he inadvertently created that are just a bunch of fucking douches.
Yeah, he's got a weird fandom. I feel like they're now Tool fans, if that's anything.
Oh god damn it.
There are an inordinate amount of them who've become Tool fans.
I may or may not have a Tool tattoo.
Yep.
Oh, nice. What's the last show you saw from him?
I know the penis fits 'cause I
Yeah, well that's the
shoved it in my ass.
so I saw that they were my first concert. I saw them at 13.
Nice.
And
Oh, that's transformational.
it was the Lateralis tour.
Yeah.
Oh, even better. Even better. My first concert was Slipknot. Outside of like going with family to like random old people concerts.
Yeah. Can you see California with Marlon Brando's eyes?
I can.
Can you? No, you can't. Nobody can.
So I look at like
I can.
Nobody can see California without Marlon Brando's eyes. Nice try, scrub.
so how I explained my tattoo to people
Sir,
because
killers are quiet.
I also so my tattoo is the dark side of the moon
Yeah.
prism with the Lateralis eye in the center of it.
That sounds tight.
And I jokingly call it the dark side of the tool.
Yeah.
And for me, when I was growing up, both Pink Floyd and Tool really helped me as a kid to not fucking off myself.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. It's got
Which-
that going for it.
Which is ironic because now that's all that music is good for. Not Pink
Right.
Floyd,
Well,
but definitely Tool.
well, no, Roger Waters is a fucking piece of shit, dude.
He's definitely he's definitely a 70-year-old British man.
Yeah. Like he's just, and it's not like Maynard is much better. Okay.
But
So-
at least Roger Waters is good on Palestine. The guy from Radiohead is like that guy's actually a piece of shit. He's like,
No,
fuck.
he's not. Roger Waters is not good on Palestine.
He likes Palestine more than that guy does. The guy who sang
I-
Creep hates Palestine.
I thought he was for Israel.
Roger Waters? I don't think. I think.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Hold on.
Yeah, it's like Google that shit for me, please.
Brands Bono disgusting over support of Israel. Yeah, he's not a Zionist. That's where Roger Waters is good. That's why I said he's definitely
Oh, okay.
70.
If you're just not a Zionist, you're a good guy.
Well, you're better. You're certainly better than your Zionist peers.
Yeah. Those ethno states and genocide, man, they don't get it. How can you not support that?
And
Never.
so I look at it as like their music helped me through a time in my life.
Yeah.
Whether those people are good people or not, like to me, it means something to me, and I
Yeah.
get that. Like
There's no
they're
need
not-
to justify. I get it. I like them too. I went to see them.
We
No,
were
no,
also
I
Tool
just-
fans. We have to believe this.
I just say I try to, and I think that a lot of people can explain tattoos like that. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah,
I guess is what I'm getting at.
it's okay.
Did you get the one? Did you get the one that was like penis shaped?
No,
The penis tool tattoo?
no.
I've legitimately seen someone who got that. I was like, wow,
No.
that's commitment.
You know the if you guys remember the Lateralis album, it's got that eye
Yeah.
on it. It's like
Oh,
a
that's
flaming
right. You
eye.
did say that. You did say
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That flaming eye penis.
And like
It's like a flaming eye, and it's like, behave, girl. And it's
for real, I wasn't as gay back then. Else I might have. I was only 18 when I
Yeah.
got that, and let me just tell you, I'm old.
barely gay.
It's almost old enough to drink. That
Yeah.
tattoo is. Let's just put it that way.
That's fine. You're in your 30s, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like in my late
2
30s.
years. 2 years younger than me.
Okay, so 2 years younger than me as well, because we're the same age.
Yeah. If
okay.
that gives you any hint.
Yeah. So like we're all born in 1997.
Yes. And you can't prove otherwise.
Can't prove otherwise. We're not old.
Nope.
Not nearing 40. Not going to die soon.
No idea what you're talking about.
Nope. It's 10 years away before you even have to start worrying about it.
It's not cold in here. You're just dying.
It's not cold.
Notice how I'm not saying shit.
I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mama Nipper. I love you.
Go on, talk amongst yourselves.
Good answer. Good answer.
Tool. Okay, so Tool. What's another good Tool joke? Stinkfist is about how Maynard. It was originally called "Head Up My Own Ass." It was about Maynard thinking he was really great. And
Yeah, no. He did that bit. He did that shtick.
he did. He still does that shtick. He's like, "Oh, you think I'm terrible? I'm awesome." Then you're like, "You're pretty awesome."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm the fucking worst." Like that guy is like a clinical contrarian
Mm-hmm.
who
For
just
real.
says
That's
shit.
good. That's a good estimate of him.
Yeah.
You know what? He reminds me of the anarcho-nihilists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would put him anarcho-nihilist, Lolbert region.
He's definitely one step above Dilbert is what he is.
It's like your trolling is always ever in a right wing direction. It's
Calm.
Right.
it's a bit sussy.
Yeah.
I know you did that whole album, political album, trying to be like, hey, let's be peaceful and shit.
He's like,
But how much was that? How much of that was really you?
Yeah. Well, he did that whole album, and he was just like, He was just like, hey, let's all be friends with the establishment. Those guys work really hard.
Right, but then he came out with like fucking bangers, like eulogy, where he's talking about like he had a lot to say, he had a lot of nothing to say. Like,
Yeah, but they
I
all
mean, that's
did that
like,
though. Like, look at Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais did that exact same shit. Would we call him like a hero of the left right now? No.
Well, he also did that
oh
song that
god,
was
no. I'm not
basically.
saying call him a hero. I'm just saying like it's just so interesting that something so cool can come out of such fucking terrible shit. Just
Ding,
But
god
it's
ding,
fun.
awful shit.
But it's funny because that's that contrarianism in him.
Yeah.
He has to be contrary to every goddamn thing.
Yeah,
And if it's something we don't like, it's pretty based. But if it's something we do like, we're just like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's not far off from just being Scott Adams.
Like he's the kind to just
Is that
show
the
up.
guy
He's the
from
kind to
Creed?
just.
No, that's the guy from Dilbert.
Oh, Dilbert.
That's the Dilbert guy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's just really like everyone thinks like.
He's edgy Scott Adams.
Well, yeah, he's like what if Scott Adams were trying to be a fucking edgelord? Like you just get James Maynard Keenan.
Well, and I'll tell you, when Maynard went on Rogan,
Yeah.
is when I lost that's when I was like new. I was like, Did you hear about their newest debacle though? That's really funny. They're getting sued.
I haven't.
Why are they
I
getting
haven't.
sued?
Okay, so they put on this show, right? In the desert or some shit like that. I can't
Yeah.
remember what
Uh
it
oh.
was. Did you hear about that?
No,
It
but
was
we have
supposed to be
a
like
long history of shows in the
okay.
desert.
So it was like supposed to be a 2-day festival where it was like they had a bunch of other bands come in and they were gonna play 2 sets, right? And they were supposed to be they told their fans they were supposed to be different each night. And I guess these tickets were like super fucking expensive, right? Because they weren't touring, right? This was like a 1-night or a 2-night show
Yeah.
out of nowhere. So it comes and the second night they start playing songs from the first night and people start getting pissed.
That sounds about right.
You mean the
But
guy
like
who likes to play a character and hide in the corner of the stage so you don't see him the entire show
Yeah.
would do something like that?
right. I mean, it's like he didn't do that when I saw him. Luckily the show that I saw was absolutely phenomenal. Like I'm not
He
gonna
did
lie,
when
I'm
I
not gonna
saw him.
cry.
He did when I saw him. I was
Mhm.
like, God damn.
Yeah, he didn't do that.
Luckily,
Was it so?
he did the both of them. So we saw him during the first show, and the second one he was just kind of hiding. But man, if I came just for that second show, I would be pissed.
Right,
Yeah.
right, and I get why people don't like it. Like, it's fucking it's so it's like you said, it's just so utterly contrarian. It reminds me of like a milder, more palatable version of what Axl Rose does, which is just shows up like 6 hours late, sings 3 songs, and leaves. Yeah, which
Welcome to the jungle. I gotta get my meds. I gotta get my fucking
Welcome to
meds.
cocaine.
I wish I could
I
do
got
cocaine if it were the 80s. If it were the
I,
80s, I would do cane, cane.
I feel like Dr. Roxo was just them,
Yeah, that's who Dr. Yeah, that's right.
just a
so
random hair band.
I think I've told this before, but that Guns N' Roses will go down as the worst show I never saw.
Sweet.
Ooh.
And the reason why I put it like that is because I went to see them, or I didn't. Actually, I went to see Alice in Chains. I didn't really. I've never really
Oh,
been a big Guns N' Roses fan, but
Yeah.
it was
yeah.
like a few other bands, Alice in Chains, and then Guns N' Roses, right? So Alice in Chains finishes. It's about 10:30, 11. I'd say at night. Typical ending for a co-headliner, right?
Mhm.
Because then the next headliner typically goes on about that time. Wait, 11:30 rolls around. Midnight rolls around. getting to be 12:30. I'm like, fuck this, dude. I am not gonna wait anymore. I don't give a shit this much of a shit about Guns N' Roses. I just don't. So we left. Well, come to find out, finally motherfucker shows up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, does like 3 songs and leaves.
Based.
I was like, yes, I'm so glad I fucking left.
That sounds
I
about
got
right.
that much more sleep.
He's like, I'm old. I just had to wake up to peace, and I thought I'd sing a little bit.
But yeah,
It's an
it
episode of
was,
Get 'em to the Creek.
Yeah.
and that was over a decade ago that I saw that. I mean, it was like 15 years ago. Shit, more than that.
Welcome to the jungle.
The jungle.
But like,
Welcome
there
to
are
the
a few,
jungle.
like Civil War's a goddamn banger.
Yeah. This record always skips. Oh, okay. That wasn't skipped. That was just how it goes.
So here is my only defense of the existence of Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
When I hit a certain milestone birthday, a bunch of my friends took me out to rock karaoke, which is karaoke with a live band.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And one of the rules for being part of our crew that night was you had to wear a silly hat. So we all had our silly hats and other accoutrements, and what I chose to perform on stage was a Guns N' Roses hit. So
Okay, well, which one? Now you gotta tell me, because you can't, like, lead me up. You can't edge me in your fucking story and not finish me.
Yeah.
oh shit, I'd have to go and listen to the video because I can't remember if it. I don't think it was Sweet Child of Mine. I think it was
Whoa.
I think it was Welcome to the Jungle, but I got to check the tape.
Okay, so
Hold
my
please.
favorite rendition of Sweet Child of Mine is from Step Brothers.
Whoa, 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 sweet child of mine.
Just
Okay.
because I think I love the whole beginning part where they're doing it a cappella, and they go and they actually do the music, and when they started doing it, and I was like, in the movie, I'm watching, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I know I recognize this. And then he started to sing, and I was like, oh shit, that's hilarious.
That is pretty good. All right, we had a good run for tonight. I'll catch you next time. Next week I might be fucking disrupted again. I'm gonna try for the week after that. Just letting everybody know now. I gotta see. That's not a guarantee. It's gonna be kind of dodgy. I've been raising my infamy in the Magic the Gathering world every time I fucking show up somewhere. So like I've been kind of doing that. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
yeah. I am the bad boy of value vintage right now.
I don't know how to I don't know how to interpret that.
Just smiling.
No, I know those were all words. The only thing that confuses me in that whole thing is like, what kind of bad boy are you talking about here?
I'm
You talking about like close up buildings or fuck bitches? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
No,
the-
he obviously blows the place up and walks away with puts on sunglasses.
Mhm.
Because cool guys don't look at explosions.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and when I drop a bomb in those kids. Have you ever seen the movie Phantasm? This is a game that's supposed to take like 4 or 5 turns for each player,
Oh my
and by turn
Phantasm. Have I?
yeah,
I have not.
by turn 2, it's just
Phantasm, I
me
hardly
going.
know her.
It's just me going. You play a good game, boy.
Hey.
The game's finished. Now you die. I just kill motherfuckers. Ice
Do
cold.
it. Ice cold.
I'm motherfucking ice cold.
What's
Oh.
cooler than cool?
Ice cold.
All right.
Oh yeah, all right, everybody. America, we
Actually,
love
that'll be
you.
absolute zero.
Also, everybody remember that Cory Booker did a filibuster to protect a Republican's right to vote by proxy against another Republican, and while then turning around and appointing a Trump nominee and voting to send bombs to Israel.
Yay.
With a pen. He had the pen on his shirt
Yeah,
where
the
you can
Israeli
see it.
lapel the whole time. He's a piece of shit.